News is all over a comet about to hit Earth. In 72 hours, the planet will be destroyed. Just then the security agency calls Jack's family, telling them they've been chosen as survivors and need to head to the shelter right away. Jack and his wife quickly pack up and leave. When they get to the base to sort their luggage, Jack realizes he forgot his son's medicine in the car. He rushes back to grab it. As it gets closer to boarding time, Jack still hasn't returned. Mary asks a soldier for help, but instead of helping, they escort her and her son to an office. A female officer explains that people with medical conditions aren't allowed on the Doomsday flight. Meanwhile, Jack gets the medicine and hurries back to the base, only to find his wife and son are gone. Mary on the other hand flags down a car and begs the driver for a ride. At first, it seems like he's a nice guy, but it turns out he has other plans. The driver drags Mary out of the car, steals her shelter wristband, and takes off with her son. He drives to the shelter, claiming the boy is his son, and begs the soldiers to let them in. It looks like his plan is going to work, but the boy starts crying and says he was kidnapped. The soldiers get suspicious and use a device to check their identities. Sure enough, the driver's info doesn't match the wristband. The soldiers rescue the boy and hold him tight. Mary eventually makes it to the base, desperately looking for her son. With the help of the soldiers, she is finally reunited with him. Jack finds Mary's note in the car, and follows it to reunite with his family. They see on TV that there's a shelter in Iceland, but there's only 5 hours left until the end of the world. The family gets stuck in a massive traffic jam on the highway as meteors start crashing down. Everyone panics and runs for cover. Jack drives into the woods, narrowly avoiding disaster. When they finally get to the airport, the last plane is already taking off. Determined to save his family, Jack chases after the plane in his car, and manages to stop it. He begs the pilot to let them on board. Moved by Jack's desperation, the pilot agrees to take them. With only 15 minutes left until impact, a huge meteor slams into Earth. The shockwave damages the plane's engines, and it starts losing control. The pilot has no choice but to make an emergency landing. The plane lands safely, but the impact sends it sliding off a cliff. The passengers manage to escape and hike the rest of the way to the shelter. They hitch a ride on a soldier's truck, and finally arrive at the shelter, just as the massive comet begins its collision with Earth.